Aries cousins, come on to the front of the congregation, okay? I am back with your general reading for the month of February for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, as well as cross watchers. Y'all are welcome as well, meaning if you're dealing with an Aries and you just want to, do a little temperature check because some things was getting feisty with you, you might find a message in here for you. But before we jump into the reading, cousins, let's house rules. We got to handle them. First things first, if you are a new Aries cousin, come on in. Welcome. So happy to have you. Watch your mouth here at the family reunion. That's all we're going to say. It's always going to be love and light, but watch that mouth because y'all know y'all get feisty. But to my return to Aries cousins, look, glad to have y'all. We appreciate the love and the support. Y'all keep things spicy around here. So, appreciate y'all for holding us down. Before we get into the reading, can y'all like, share, and make sure y'all comment on the video, right? Interact with me so I can interact with y'all, vibe exchange, all the things. And most importantly, cousins, I'm going to need y'all to subscribe because we got to get Flu Joan Tarot out into the algorithm so we can get all the cousins we need. Like Aries, we need all of y'all up in the family reunion, okay? Get your gang to the front of the congregation. So, share this platform. Subscribe to the channel. We have general love readings up next, so make sure that notification bell is on because Aries, I want y'all to know what's coming up in love, and what you got in store for 2025 in general. So make sure you guys tap in. Side note, shout out to my boys, Bird Gang all day, Super Bowl champions. I don't care if y'all get sick of me shouting them out because it's going to continue to happen, okay? I still feel like I'm recovering from Eagles land, y'all. Like, when I tell you, a time was had indeed. But nonetheless, let's get into this reading. Now this is a general reading, Aries, so it will not resonate for everyone. So take what applies, leave the rest. If it doesn't apply at all for you, go check your moon, rising, and your Venus sign. And if those don't apply, cousin, look, at this point, girl, we just gonna have to tap in one-on-one. Go ahead, book a personal, right? But nonetheless, when I was meditating and praying over the Aries collective, it was very much given that energy of like, y'all fed up. It's like, enough is enough. Not that y'all ever really play small Aries, but y'all are done. Y'all are really done taking people's shit. Now again, cousin, you know your story. Make this fit where it fit, whether it's through relationships, work, friendships, family. I was just getting this energy that y'all was coming in 2025, setting boundaries. And people could either accept it or not, but even if they didn't accept it, that's on them, Aries, because you were still going to do you regardless, right? And that was really the general vibe I was picking up. But, for instance, Aries, y'all started off the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords also, Swords is air energy, so you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and or you could have those in your big three. But it really gives that energy of like mental imprisonment. Now, cousins, if you're new here, I like to bring y'all to the front of the congregation a lot because I get a lot of downloads and messages for the visuals and the cards. So, cousins, hopefully by me showing y'all, you can pick up what I'm putting down and everything. It makes sense, right? So, you see how there's all these swords surrounding them, right? And we have like the steam in the air, smoke. So it's definitely given this situation has been affecting your mental. But then with this puddle of water in tarot, it deals with our emotions, right? Our feelings, but it's also associated with water signs. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could be in your big three, and or you could be dealing with one, right? But it's given this situation that you're trying to escape and get out of has definitely had a hold on you mentally and emotionally. But you see what's interesting? He's holding himself back. There's no chains, no cuffs, no nothing. It's you. It's you, Aries, okay? And then after that, we had the moon. Now, the moon is associated with Pisces. For some reason, again, they can associate that with Cancers because, as you can see, we kind of like that crab coming out the water. I associate it with Pisces because the moon deals with intuition. Pisces is the most intuitive throughout the entire zodiac. Not only that, you see in the back, there's what? 2 pyramids. Pisces season starts in February, second month of the year. Just like to talk that little tidbit. Gang, gang, right? But with the way the cards laid out, because we had the moon and then after the moon we had a tower card, Aries, it was more so given that energy of like this full moon that we just had in Leo, your fellow fire sign, sister, right? This is going to be a big one for you. And it's going to be a big one where it's like, it's time to make some shit shake, right? Now again, when we look at the tower card, right? You see how this little hat at the top has a snake coming out the crown. I know 2025 is the year of the snake. So this year, okay, there's going to be a tower moment, a fast changing situation, circumstance, whether it's with work, a relationship, right? A group of people, friends, dynamic. Again, cousin, you know your story, girl. You gotta make it fit where it fits. These are general messages, but it's a lot of different energies coming through in the card. So I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of everything that I'm getting right now. Okay. Now, after that tower moment, we had Five of Swords. Five of Swords, again, swords associated with air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But the Five of Swords is associated with walking away from something, right? Now you see in this card, out of the five, he still has two swords left, right? You see he's also walking away. There's like a huge body of water behind him. That water, again, it's an attachment to our emotions, right? Everything that we're feeling, an association to the situation you're going through. But this is also a symbolization of like this situation, this tower moment could very well be happening in the next water season, which is Pisces season, up next, February 19th. Okay, so with that, you went from Five of Swords to Two of Swords. So let's, cousins, again, front of congregation. Let's see how out of the five, he had two left. Okay, now you took those two and still under this full moon energy, right? And again, in tarot, dogs are associated with loyalty and companionship. You're trying to make a decision. Now, again, cousin, 111, you blocking yourself. There's no one else blindfolding you but you. But you know, because of this tower moment, you are now left to make a decision. And it's time to choose between two. And out of the two, one of them need to be you, Aries. Because 2025 is all about you standing in your truth, setting them boundaries, and protecting yourself and your peace at all costs. And standing on that. Like, don't let nobody take you off of that energy that you set for yourself. You had Six of Cups after that. Walking away, like past, leaving the past behind, right? Leaving past emotions, that old way of thinking, that old way of moving and feeling and thinking like, this is going to help me get that security I need and who I'm dealing with. This is going to help me stay in this job and career that I want. No, we're leaving that old mindset behind. We're leaving that old way of living behind, because clearly it wasn't doing you no good. The emotional and mental anguish that it was causing you, clearly it was so bad that it's making you leave, Aries. In tower moments, those are major arcana. So this is a situation, again, orchestrated from the Most High, which means this is destined to happen. So whatever situation you had to walk away from, whether it's a relationship that was one-sided, right? You was given and I know, Aries, you have some of the biggest hearts, but you fuck over Aries, that's it. Like, right? So you could have been given to this person and not getting shit in return, and you like, enough is enough. Okay? Also could have been giving to a work situation, an employer, right? Could have been pouring into your business if you're an entrepreneur and not seeing the fruits of your labor, right? Not getting the recognition you deserve, being walked all over. And I don't know, no Aries that's going to let somebody walk all over them, okay? So if that's been going on, Aries cousin, get it together real quick, right? But either way, you going through that tower moment is leaving you in that position to make a decision. And make a decision that's going to be solid in serving of you. Okay? Because what we had after that, Hermit mode, okay? So associated with Virgo, so could be dealing with Virgo. Virgo could be in your big three. But Hermit mode is really just kind of going within. It's kind of that vibe where, people say like summer bodies are made in the winter. So after kind of like the holiday season, people start to wrap shit up on social media, outside. Like, you ain't really seeing people because everybody's kind of like head down. I'm going like under the radar. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to pour into me, my mind, body, soul. And then I'll pop out when it's time to pop out. That's what this energy is giving, Aries. And then when you pop out, cousin, you was going to pop out, girl. Now, again, Queen of Cups, that's associated with Pisces. Y'all know, gang, gang, that's my girl. But it's more so the energy of this card that you're coming back in a vengeance with in 2025. February is definitely, and again, Pisces, right? So it starts in February. It's going to be a very fruitful and abundant season for you. Your emotions, you see how this stream, my fish, my man is swimming. He ain't got no issues with the current. He able to keep up with the flow. Your emotions is in check. They well balanced. Abundance all around you. You never gonna want or need for anything. And then you tapped in with the divine. Always getting the insight and the wisdom you need to guide you on this next chapter. Not only that, but that nurturing spirit that y'all have, Aries. Because, listen, I don't care what nobody say. Even though Aries are feisties, I do think there's a certain, like, nurturing essence about y'all. Especially when you love and care about somebody or a project. Like, y'all go all in. One of my best friends is the Aries. And when I tell y'all the way she love or me, Mike, my fit, like, her people, it's just like, wow. Y'all are dope. You know, so this energy is giving y'all are getting back to that. Like, but y'all are using that gift of discernment, right? Putting those boundaries in place and knowing who it's time to give that to. Because we had Seven of Swords come out, and Seven of Swords is like hard work, dedication, and then the Hierophant was like your overall energy. So for me, what I was getting with these two, you committed to you. The commitment to yourself, it was definitely, again, cousins, front of congregations, giving, never allowing anyone to dim that light that you have, right? Never allowing anyone to take you for granted, use you. Like, the Hierophant is also associated with Taurus. So you could be dealing with the Taurus, and or have Taurus in your big three. But it's highly giving that energy of you are recommitting to yourself in 2025, Aries. Like, this year is all about you bossing up, even bigger and better than before, right? Having all of your ducks in a row, whatever that may look like, whether it's career, love, family, business, right? Your friends, you, because I hope you are pouring into you this year. Say it with me, cousins. It's all about me in 2025. This is my year, okay? Don't forget to pour into you while you're pouring into everyone else. There's no such thing as coincidence or accidents. This tower moment is happening for a reason. You needed something to shake shit up so that you realize how important it was to recommit to yourself in this new year. And Spirit said we ain't going to dip too far into the year without having this lesson in place. Okay? So, with that being said, cousins, I think February is looking like a year, or a month rather, of setting boundaries, recommitting to yourself, walking away from things, people, places that no longer serve you and where you currently are, right? And it's okay for you to not be in that space that you were in a week ago, 2 years ago, 2 months ago. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to want better. And you're allowed to go get better because you deserve that. So let that be what your 2025 is about, and let February be the kickstart to that energy for you. Now, when we get into the nick of things, right, I like to try and tie in our oracle deck as well as our chakra cards, just so we can see like how all these messages tie together for you, Aries. And what I thought was interesting was I usually only do, with the chakra cards and the Isis oracle deck, I only do 3. Like, that's my number, 3 and 3 out of each deck. 4 came out with the Isis oracle, and I was like, am I supposed to take this? Spirit like, you better take that card. And I was like, okay, you know, we're gonna take it. I don't want the smoke, not today, So nonetheless, cousin, I'm gonna just hit y'all with all 4, and hopefully, like I said, these resonate, and we're gonna go from there. So you have the Lunar Queen, High Priestess, Enter the Chamber of Healing, and the Brother in Darkness. All right. The darkness or the brother in darkness. Sorry, y'all. Whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. You shall overcome any negative energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. Baby, that's that Queen of Cups energy. And that darkness, that tower energy, allowing that to happen, cousins, brings you into that. All right, the Lunar Queen. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment, and essential to balance our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. Again, big Lunar Queen energy. Heavy on the cycle of replenishment, heavy on the cycle of committing to yourself, resting, relaxing, recharging, right? That's what that hermit mode is, okay? And we had the High Priestess. A mystery is to be unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what's happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. Again, that tower moment, all right? It's happening for a reason. The moon, it's bringing in the clarity and letting you know, look, this is why we got to go through what we got to go through. But I promise you, it's well worth it. It's well worth it, Aries. All right, enter the Chamber of Healing. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Expect your miracle. Again, like the energy that this high, not even, again, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, same Pisces association, the energy, the vibes. That's what y'all are tapping into, Aries, in February. And honestly, there's no better time than to do it in Pisces season. Harness that energy. See how you can tap into the divine feminine. And that's what's beautiful about Pisces, right? The two fish and the duality and that symbolism, because Pisces can be calm, cool, collected. We can go with the flow. But then we got that dark side where it's like, oh, girl, don't try us, because I don't want to show you why we keep her tucked away. But try me if you dare. Right? That's what it's giving. It's giving Aries is tapping in to that feminine side, but also not letting them motherfucker forget they got that dark side. So try Aries if you want to, while they on this healing journey, while they on this reflective journey of just elevating and taking things to the next level. But it wouldn't be wise for anyone to try y'all. We just gonna leave it there. And with your chakras, we have 4th chakra, heart chakra, peace. 5th chakra, throat chakra, communication. And again, 5th chakra, throat chakra, setting boundaries. I teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. My integrity is supported when I express my thoughts and feelings. I am aware of excessively wanting to please others. And I will maintain and grow my personal power by saying yes when I mean yes and saying no when I mean no. I speak up for myself and I set boundaries regarding other people's behaviors. I do this by asking for what I do want, such as respect, patience, tolerance, and support, rather than telling them what I don't want. 4th chakra, heart chakra, peace. I will meditate and be peaceful and calm in my interactions with others in the world. Peacefulness comes in me, giving up the love of power for the power of love. I invite peace to be a part of my life, and I make time to experience my own inner stillness. I continually develop an inner sense of calm, and I trust that everything will be right. Feeling good about myself will help bring peace into my life. And that energy is really giving that hermit mode. You just really being able to go within, right? Really tap into yourself and figure out what's going to be best for me, Aries. Okay? And then we have this chakra, throat chakra, communication. I communicate openly, and honestly to express my thoughts and feelings clearly. I share my inner knowledge freely with integrity and without fear. My aim is to be fully understood by others. I am open to giving and receiving praise, and I will be careful not to talk excessively and make it all about me. I create space in my conversations for others to communicate with me, and I inquire about others' thoughts and feelings, as listening to their truth can be uplifting. So if you want to focus on getting those chakras open, Aries, I would definitely, because you got 2 of the throat chakras. So clearly this year is all about communication for you. February is all about you setting those boundaries, setting those clear boundaries and standing in your truth, right? So in doing that, I would recommend incorporating a lot of blues and a lot of greens into your day-to-day regimen, okay? Yeah. Aries, so you can do that by incorporating a lot of green foods into your diet, a lot of blues into your daily outfits, your accessories, your home decor. Like, cousin, look, however you incorporate color into your day-to-day life, be mindful and maybe add a little green, a little blue, just so we can get them chakras unclogged. And most importantly, 2025, the month of February, can be a great start to you setting those boundaries, standing your ground, committing to yourself so that you can walk into the greatest season of your life. Okay? So, Aries cousins, I want to thank you for allowing me to channel your energy. If this message did resonate, let's we're gonna say a sword, because there was a lot of swords up in here, a lot of air in this reading. Y'all drop a sword emoji in the comment section if this reading resonated with y'all. If you want to claim this energy of just stepping into your power, standing your ground, not taking any BS, all the vibes, all the things, claim down below. Okay, we're gonna call this energy in 2025 in the month of February. And make sure y'all like this video, comment, share, subscribe, all the things. And until next time, Aries, peace and love.